Hey man, you ever looking to flatter?
Okay, I took this footage 9/23 2018. I'm going through and reviewing my footage, and I don't think I posted this, but I should have. Um, there's a little bit of dirt on my screen here too that I'll point out. Um, but when we look at these anti-crepuscular rays, when you see them with your own eyes, you can actually see really well how they uh, you know diverge just above you, and then they converge back on the western horizon. So, when you look up, you see them converging back to the east, and then when you turn around and look to the west, they converge back to the west. Now, this footage was over a half hour long, or about a half hour long. I sped a lot of this footage up, all 4 times the speed to kind of rush through it a little bit. I will post the live footage of it with the live audio. I was talking to a lady that was out there on the bridge with me. She didn't know what anti-crepuscular rays was until I actually showed her, or she saw it firsthand herself. And you see these big stripes in the sky. What that is the clouds that are well out there beyond the land that's in front of me, um, that the sun is shining through and causing these, you know, blocked rays. So the darker areas are just blocked from the sun. Um, and, this is what gives us these nice lines across the sky. Now, again, as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking to myself, well, if we were on a big curved ball, um, I would not be seeing nice, straight, parallel lines. When you have these parallel lines shooting across the sky, especially this one coming right down the middle at me, that one goes all the way to the other side and goes right to the middle behind me, which you'll see here shortly. I do turn my camera around and show you the western horizon, but at a certain point, they weren't quite there, even though you could kind of see them faintly in the sky. But as the sun drawed nearer, um, you could really see them stand out. And this is one of the things that I say that is actually some of the best proof for a flat plane is anti-crepuscular rays. You think these rays are going upward, but they're actually not. Just like when you see the clouds, with the sun behind them, you see the shadow of the clouds being protruded upwards. Well, that they only appear to go upwards. They're actually coming right at you, just like these rays are coming directly at me. They're not going up. They're coming forward to my eye, and then beyond me to the other horizon. And this is, like I say, this is some of the best proof. The one I like the best that I put out there, and I uploaded it, and I don't know if I got that many views on it, but it was one right after a sun departure. Um, there was a rainbow behind me, and I turned around and I filmed it, and these anti-crepuscular rays was going back to the west or the eastern horizon and going right through the rainbow. Now this rainbow looked like a fan with the rays going through it, which, you know, if anybody's interested, they can go back through some of my videos and probably find it. If not, you know, if you ask in a comment, maybe I'll look through there, find it for you, and post the link. But I'm going to post a link to the live footage after I upload this one and make it public. Then I'll do it. I'll post a link in that video to the live footage one. As you see there, when I turn around and then when I look to my right, these rays go out and then they come back and they work back toward that center, you know, dark spot there where the clouds on the other side are blocking it. So these are diverging and converging to the opposite horizon. And again, you know, you think about this on a ball, it really wouldn't work. Now, I've put some pictures at the very end of this video where I had taken some panoramas with my cell phone, and that's the only time that you'll see them curve. But in those pictures, that's what it should look like on a ball. If we lived on a ball, these rays should be curving because they tell us that, you know, sunlight bends, right? That the light's bending around the earth. But how is that? Because if it was bending around the earth, there would be a lot more of the earth being lit by the sun. You know, when they show you this, you know, from fake space, that they show you a picture of earth with half of it being lit. Well, it would have to be more than that being lit. It would have to be curving around the edges and lighting up, wow, quite a bit more than 50% of the earth. I wouldn't know how much percentage, but it would have to light up a hell of a lot more than what actually is. And this is what I don't get. You know, that, you know, science will tell you that you live on a ball. NASA tells you you live on a ball. All these people tell you you live on a ball. They give you, you know, these videos from space that basically, to me, they all look very much CGI. They give us, you know, a Tesla car being launched into space. No, really, I mean, you know, they're getting $56 million a day now from us taxpayers to do space exploration. But really, people, think about that. What has any of this done for humanity? I mean, really, all this space exploration, what do you think? That they're going to find out that they can live on Mars and you're going to get to go to Mars, we're going to colonize it, and one day maybe your great-grandchild will be living in Mars? I doubt it, people. If this was true, you sure ain't going to go, because, you know, that would be just for the elites if it was possible, which I don't believe it's possible. That's why I say it is a total waste of money. It is a big scam because they don't do nothing but steal our money. I was trying to wipe that spot off my lens. That's the water from my lens wipe. And then, of course, you see it disappear. All right, the pictures are going to come up, and I talk a little bit in it about the pictures. So I'll let it go. But again, I want to say that I appreciate all the new people subscribing to me. I've been a little depressed. Yeah, I added these pictures in. These are some panorama pictures. This is the only time that you'll actually see a curve in this anti-crepuscular rays. Otherwise, they diverge and then converge back into the opposite horizon. So again, you know, my outlook on this is when you see it with your own eyes, you actually understand how that light can shoot across the sky, you know, converge into the opposite horizon, lighting everything up. And these pictures and video actually didn't do this justice. Like I said, seeing it with your own eyes really gives you a better perspective of what's going on in the sky when you see this happening. So anti-crepuscular rays really proves no curve.